Hello everyone, today I'm going to be going over a melodic house style project, like a Tobu, like an Elektronomia, like a Alan Walker perhaps, non-copyright sounds label, not really a Monster Cat label. Anyway, I'm going to be going over this project. It'll be free to download in the description, but before we get into it, make sure you leave a like and subscribe to the channel, as well as go check out all the other project videos that I have. There'll be some in the description. There's a whole playlist full of them. It's just crazy. So basically, it's a really big project, and I'll just go over the first section because the second section is pretty much the same, except the lead is a bit different. So first off, we start with some plucks. This is like a piano from Nexus. It sounds like this. Lovely. Okay, and then there's some strings. These are from Flex. Flex does have, I think this is this is a free, so Flex is included with FL Studio, and they have some free sample packs, and they have some really good sounds, if you haven't heard of this before. So check it out. They have pianos, guitars, strings, winds. They got a lot of stuff. It's like high quality presets as well. So the strings are pretty quiet here, and then I have the volume going automated to go up as it goes on, and then there's a little sweep transition thingy. And then I introduce a choir here. This is in Nexus as well. It sounds like this. And then here's some staccato strings. And these are basically the chords as well. It's the same layout as the chords. It's just a bit more like plucky, I guess. There's some synths as well here. So I'm just starting to kind of layer this in, and there's some there's a shaker loop as well on here. You can hear that sweep coming in. It's about to get crazy. This is like a pre-drop here. Here's the lead. I think it's all in silent. Oh, yes, it is. It looks like, yeah. So here's that. On here, I just have a reverb. You don't need to use Valhalla Room. You can just use the Fruity Reverb if you'd like. I just like Valhalla Room. And I EQ'd it a little bit to take out the mids and put a sausage fattener on it. You don't really need to do that either. You could just make it louder, but I think it's just easier to use the sausage fattener. Next, I'll show the chords. Yeah, so basically, the chords I also... I made this project a while ago, so... Or, yeah, no, they look fine. I was going to say there's something wrong with these chords. They look fine now. They just look kind of weird because they, the layout is a bit different than normal chords. They almost have like a melody almost. But anyway, sorry, I didn't mean to yell into the microphone. I didn't mean to yell at you, sorry. These are just too simple. I use these presets in silent for a lot of stuff. So... I just EQ'd it, take out the lows, and put another reverb on that. And this is a bass, and that is also in silence, so keeping it simple, you know. So here's what the bass sounds like. I have one bass that's sounding more of like a sub, so the notes are longer, and then this sub is like a more of a like progressive kind of bass. Yeah, so, and then I just have some impacts and some drop claps. And, this noise is like a exhaust noise, like a white noise that is like a drop clap almost to fill in the space. But be careful with these because they make it sound super scratchy, and you have to be careful. So that's why I just turned this down a bit, because it makes, all this, like whenever I'm making something and I have put those in there, I go back and I'm like, why can't I fix this scratchy noise? It's those. so be careful. Just put them at a low volume. But here's what the breakdown sounds like. Okay, and then I filtered everything down. I ran the bass, the chord, and the lead into one bus called filter and side, as in sidechain. And that basically just has a kickstart that will activate when it drops, as you can see right here. It should, yep, there we go. And then, so you just hit create automation. You can like make it 100%, you know, whenever you wanted to activate that effect. And this filter, this is a free filter. I don't know if it's still anywhere to be downloaded. I downloaded it like 3 years ago probably. It's called Tom Low Pass. You don't need to use this. You can use any filter plugin that sounds good to you. So then I just made a build with some snares here. And yeah, a big long sweep. And then I just filter it up. And so here's what the build sounds like. Ha, got tricked you. Okay, so here's the drop layers. I added more layers to this lead. They are still all in silent. They're just more like bigger, make it thicker, you know. So that's what that sounds like. I'll adjust the EQ a little bit, make it sound a bit better. And then the chords are the same. And the bass is, guess what? The same, except, so basically, I just made sure that all these notes were the correct length according to the lead. So if you like zoom in, you'll see all these notes, except for the bass, because that one's sub bass. They're all like exactly the same length of the note. So it sounds very like precise. Oh, there's also a little, I have that, piano playing in the background is like some ambient background piano thing. So that's also going in the background here. And then I have some top loops, just normal kicks, like my impact I've used literally forever, and a crash in the middle, and to introduce the claps here. You know, it's your standard progressive house melodic. It's just your standard house song. Okay, so here's a Elektronomia style addition. I added these vocal chops. Here's what they sound like. You'll hear this more in the break, the chill part after this. I don't know why I'm scooting away from the desk here. Okay, but so basically those are just playing in the background to make it sound more hype. I also introduced these hi-hats because that makes everything more fun. As you can see, the lead changed a bit as well. I was just having fun with it, changing the notes up. So then this sweeps up, and you'll hear this is the actual Elektronomia sounding part here. And then I have some cool little top drums here. And back to the shakers. And it's basically reusing the same layers we had in the beginning, except more like we just came off the drop and not so much like, oh, this is the start to a song sort of feel. So here's this little part. And I I just filter it up with this different sweep here, and then I have like a little drum fill to make this this next like break or build section sound more intense. And that's just another build, so that's nothing new. And just a drop, but with different melodies. And I also changed these vocals up here too. Sorry, I was adjusting the volume. Okay, so you get it. So that's that. I said, remember when I said I was only going to go over the first section? Huh. Weird. So this is on the master. I like to take out the mids because it makes it sound not so, like, ugh, you know what I mean? Like it's gonna break your ears. And then you just kind of, like, obviously, like every song you have to like master and mix differently. So I tend not to, like, all the masters are not the same, but I definitely start out with dropping the mids on everything. And then there's a compressor. I've learned that adding compressors make things just sound better. It's as if everything is compressed as opposed to like all over the place. Wow. Weird. Fruity compressor. So basically I just go, I don't remember what preset I use for this. I think one of the master ones, like Master 1 or Fast Master. Just use whatever one sounds good, honestly. And the limiter just comes with that. Let's see what else. Yeah, there isn't much else for effects. It's pretty simple. Yeah, it's a very simple project, so if you enjoyed, leave a like and download the project. Subscribe to the... subscribe to the channel. And what am I doing? Subscribe to the channel, download this, change it up. Don't just download it and release it. You know? Play around with it, have fun, learn, and come back and download another one. You know, next week or whenever you're done with this. You know? This is all about learning, right? So anyway, I'm trying to think of if I have anything else to say, but thanks for watching anyway, and thanks for, you know, supporting the videos with downloading the projects and everything else like that. Like I said in the beginning, there's a whole playlist of free projects. There's also, I started a Patreon where if you want to pay like $10, you can get a custom-made FLP, so that you know that you have the right plugins or the right whatever. You can say, I only have these plugins. Can you make me a song with only silent and FL keys and only these effects, you know, and I can make a custom one. If you don't have like Nicky Romero Kickstart, I'll just do manual side chaining for everything, stuff like that. There's a workaround for all these like effects and everything. So yeah, if you want a custom made one, you can join the Patreon tier and you get a free, you get one included with that. Yeah, there's also like exclusive FLPs, so like extra projects every month. So anyway, that's all I got. So thanks for watching. Listen to this now, go download it, and I'll see you in the next video. I'm gonna mute this, and then